Hey guys, what's up? This is going to be my video on the top 10 best Android tweaks for iOS 4, 4.0.1, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and above. Now, all these Cydia tweaks are compatible with all of those devices. All these Cydia tweaks in this video are paid, and I do recommend buying all these Cydia tweaks. The first Cydia source that you'll need is cydia.xalize.com, and the next Cydia source that you'll need is repo.insanelyI.com. Now, all these Cydia tweaks that I list in this video will be found in the description down below. Now, the first Cydia tweak in this video is Android Loader. Now, when you look at Android Loader, you'll see that it is at the very bottom, and it is a tab at the bottom. So simply to use it, you simply drag the tab up, and once you drag the tab up, you will see all the applications that you have installed on your device, including the standard music controls to also play and pause music, and you have basically all the apps installed on your device in Android Loader, which is another cool Android feature that the Android OS has going for it. Now, this Cydia tweak does come with many extensions. So now once you open up Android Loader, you will see that it says auto hide dock, hidden icons, paging, and many more great features to enhance Android Loader. Now you can see that you have all these features, and just to apply these changes, all you have to do is respring, which is very simple and it is useful at the same time. At number 9 is Gravity Lock Screen. Now, Gravity Lock Screen just does what the name says, adds gravity to the lock screen. So if you drag the lock screen upwards and then you release the lock screen, you'll see that you just simply unlock like that. It is very simple, it's very useful. You can add much more gravity to it as well, and you just simply flick it up and it will unlock your device like so. Now that again is one of the nice Android features that you can have on an Android phone, but with this Cydia tweak it has been implemented into the iOS. So what you'll do is go into Gravity Lock Screen, and then you'll see that you can change the gravity, and you can also change the bounce effect, and you also do have some other features including hide bottom bar. This doesn't require a respring, and you can just simply change the physics to Gravity Lock Screen immediately, which is at the same time. So if you try Gravity Lock Screen with gravity, you can see that you simply flick it up, but yet it does have the nice bounce effect, and then you will see that Gravity Lock Screen just simply bounces and it unlocks your device like so. The following Cydia tweak in this video at number 7 is Android Delete. Now, this Cydia tweak basically does what the name says. It gives you the ability to delete your applications on your device as if you're on an Android device. So you simply tap and drag on an icon, and then you can see that you do have a trash can icon at the very bottom, which will allow you to simply drag and delete your applications. So this is basically what Android Delete does. It is very simple, and it also does come with a settings extension. So if you go into settings, and then you do have the option to enable it, remove close box, confirmation alert, and also the animation speed for the actual Cydia tweak. Moving on to the next Cydia tweak in this video, which is Android Recent Apps. So you have to configure an activation method. So for example, this one is double tap the status bar, and then you'll see all your recent apps that you have recently opened. So if you X out of that and then you open up the App Store, for example, voice memos, iTunes, and then you go back into Android Recent Apps, you'll see all your recent apps that you just opened, and it'll be listed from the most recent app that you opened to the oldest app that you recently opened. Going into the settings extension of Android Recent Apps, you do have very little options, but you can just change the color of it, the border, and it also does only show active and home button dismiss, which is once again very useful. Now to configure this great Cydia tweak, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go into double tap status bar, and then you'll see Android Recent Apps right there, which is very useful to include it in the Activator application as well. Now the next Cydia tweak in this video occurs on the lock screen. Now, once you go to the lock screen, you'll see that you have this very cool Android-like slider, which if you slide up, you'll see all your dock applications, and if you slide down, it will unlock your device. And now, if you tap on the Safari icon, it will simply open up Safari. And if you tap on the mail icon, it will simply open up the mail. And it also does show the SMS and also the missed calls, all from your lock screen. This is called Slide Away, and it is very useful at the same time. Voice Keys is a voice recognition Cydia tweak which recognizes your voice and puts it from speech to text, all from your device. Now, this is a lot like Android, and this is very useful. And this does use Google's speech to text recognition software. So if you tap and hold on the screen, you'll see that you have voice keys. And then right there, it will be able to recognize your voice. This is a test. And as you can see, it did recognize it. So what you have to do is simply tap on voice keys, and then you just simply say recognize, and it will recognize your voice from speech and translate it into text like that. Now, this isn't 100% accurate at the same time, but yet it is useful. Moving on to number 4 of the top 10 best Android Cydia tweaks video is Android Lock XT. So what you do on Android Lock XT is simply enter in a pattern, and then you'll unlock your device like so. Android Lock XT is very simple, and if you enter in the wrong code, it will just basically show that it's red and show that it basically is wrong, and then to unlock, you just simply enter in the right code. In addition, Android Lock XT does come with many extensions in the settings app. So if you go to change pattern, you can change the pattern by drawing the old pattern first, and then you can change the appearance of it. You could select a different theme instead of the Android one, and you can also change the behavior of it, and it will basically show error on wrong pattern and many other useful features as well. And you can also enable logging on it. At number 3 is sleep effects. Now, sleep effects basically allows you to have different effects when you're locking your device. So, for example, this one is fade tiles, and it'll basically fade the tiles on your device once it is locked. Now, sleep effects also does come with many options, including the effects, the speed of the effects. You can add sounds, and you can also add play mode, and you can also enable it once you turn on your device. At number 2 is iSwipe. Now, this basically brings the Android swiping feature to your iPhone. Now, once again, this feature is very nice, and it can be faster than typing each individual letter on the iPhone, but once you get the hang of it, it will be much easier to do so. So, for example, if you type a sentence like this, for example, this, for example, this is a test. Once you type on something, you can see that it does show the lines to see which letter you typed. So, for example, it says risked right there. But once you highlight the letter, you can see that it does say something, and you can just see the keys over it. So it's easier to show which key you have highlighted and which word you are making up and which word you are typing. Now, this is once again one of the best features as an Android tweak on this list, and once again, this is called iSwipe. Now, at number 1 on the top 10 best Android Cydia tweaks is Notified Pro. Now, Notified Pro is in settings, and it says Notified, and then you can see that you have all these default alerts blocker. Now, basically once you use this, this will allow Apple's default alerts to be overridden by a plugin, so it won't show those obtrusive alerts anymore on your device, and it will look much better. And you also do have many more features, including select gestures for it. There's notifications to keep, group by, custom icons, ignored applications, manage redirection, status bar icon. There's much more to this notification Cydia tweak, and it is very useful at the same time when you're using it. And this basically is a complete overhaul of Apple's alert-based notifications, and it just implements it in the simplest way possible, and it makes it look like it is standard and stock on the iOS. Please be sure to subscribe, please like this video, please follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/applecritics, and I reply me for any jailbreak related questions, and I'll be sure to answer them. And also leave a reaction to this video, whether you thought it was incredible or anything of that nature. And also, thanks for watching.